In Ontario, over 35% of carbon emissions are due to vehicles. Every other group of emissions, such as buildings, personal use, have been going down, while carbon emissions from vehicles have been steadily climbing the past 10 years. The role of Better Place is to end global dependence on oil. And in order to do that, the sector that needs to be transitioned off is the car. So you need to find a way to replace the gas car with an electric car. So what Better Place does for a driver is when you get your electric car, you also get a Better Place membership. That takes care of the running of the electric car for you. It's like a cell phone industry. When you get a BlackBerry, you also get a BlackBerry cell phone provider. When you get an electric car, you get an electric car service provider like Better Place. And Better Place makes sure there's a charge spot at your home so you can plug it in charge. Make sure you can access all the public infrastructure, the battery switch stations, the charge spots. It pays for your battery and it covers your electricity costs. And then it just charges you by the kilometer so you can make sure you're paying less than when you drove a gas car. I think the big innovation behind Better Place was the idea that in order to make electric cars better than gas cars, you need to separate the battery, both physically and financially from the car. And this does two things. One, by separating the battery from the car, you overcome the range challenge. Because now instead of refilling the battery, you just switch the battery out and 3 or 4 minutes later, you're on your way. So now you can drive Toronto-Montreal, Toronto-Ottawa without having to stop to wait. The other main thing it does is it reduces the cost of the electric car, so now it's actually lower than a gas car. 2012, we can say, is going to be the year of the switch with Better Place. Over the past 3 years, we've been rolling out infrastructure, and right now, and in 2012 is a year where the Better Place solution is going to be rolled out across countries like Denmark, Israel, Australia, and we're also going to be working with the Ontario stakeholders to make it real in Ontario. In 20 years, I see the stage where everyone's driving an electric car. I started off, probably like a lot of people in this field, in the science. I actually, was a physicist. But I knew I always wanted to incorporate the physicist side with the business side, as well as find a way to, help society. And that's where Better Place, meets that role of science, business, and societal benefit. What excites me about Better Place is that this is a solution that's not just going to reach out for some people. This is about developing an electric car that's actually going to be better performance than a gas car. So it's not just something that some people will want to buy, it's something that everyone will want. So by switching over to electric cars, not only do we eliminate the biggest sector, we eliminate the main growth sector as well. It's not something that's trying to do something small, it's something that's doing something big. It really will end global dependence on oil.